Hey everyone, Mormon Truther here, the one Mormon that you love to hate. Why? Because I say it like it is. Love me or hate me, I say it like it is. Like it or not, it is what it is. And today, we're going to talk about what Mormons can't do. Now, everybody, whether you're Mormon or anti-Mormon or even just an investigator, probably knows about the word of wisdom, abstain from coffee, tea, tobacco, alcohol, and recreational drugs. Which, for the most part, most everybody does anyway, unless you're a hypocritical Bible thumper who just talks a lot of game, but doesn't really follow through with what they preach, and doesn't practice what they preach. No, I'm not going to point any fingers at anybody, but you know what? We all got them. There's always somebody, regardless of what your religious background is, that does not practice what they preach. Okay? So that's that. But, all that aside, it's also speculated that Mormons can't do other things, like dance and do other activities such as, I can't even really think of anything outside of dancing. But let's just roll with it. I'm sure I'll come up with more as the video goes on. But first one, Mormons can't dance. That is a lie. Mormons can and do dance. They have church functions that are pro-dancing. They have dances. They have holiday get-togethers where couples dating, especially for the young single adults, can get together and have dances and whatnot like they do in high school. So that whole notion, I'm not even sure where that came from, but it is absolutely not true. Mormons can and do dance. Some of them dance really good. Some of them, not so good. The next one. Mormons can't have soda. Now this stems from the word of wisdom, saying that you have to abstain from coffee and tea. And that is mainly related to the caffeine thing. But caffeine is not so much the issue as it is other contaminants and addictive substances found within coffee and tea. Now, some people in the church do choose to abstain from soda, like Pepsi or Coke or what have you. But, as you see, I'm drinking a Coke right now. And I'm Mormon. So, pretty well obvious that either one, I'm breaking the church's rules on the word of wisdom, or there is no rule saying that you cannot drink a soda. And if you ask any church official, like a bishop or whatnot, they'll say, no, there's no rule saying you can't drink soda. If you choose to abstain from it as per the word of wisdom, if you choose to attribute that to the word of wisdom, that's on you. But as far as the church's official standpoint, you can drink soda if you want to. The next one is no loud laughter. Now, people do laugh. Okay, you're gonna laugh loud. Okay? It is argued that Mormons are not allowed to laugh or even attend things like comedy shows and whatnot that promote loud laughter. However, I don't know too many Mormons who would abstain from going to see a comedy show like Jeff Dunham or Lewis Black or Fluffy or any of the other comedians out there that keep things relatively decent. Now, we, like even most Christians, are encouraged to avoid things that are potentially damning to the soul, such as negative music, negative television, negative movies, anything that could or would promote negative feelings or negative thinking. Content that contains nudity, pornographic insinuations, profanities, violence, in excess violence, like needless violence, like horror movies, stuff like that. People are, whether you're Mormon or otherwise, are generally encouraged to stay away from that in a religious sense because it's not uplifting to the soul and it puts negative thoughts and emotions into people's heads. Hence the whole argument, like the Columbine shooting that happened back in the late 90s. It was argued that people like Marilyn Manson and Eminem were contributors to that because these kids in Columbine listened to Marilyn Manson and other artists. In fact, Ice Cube wrote a song discussing this very topic. Rap made me do it. That's the whole base ideology, is that these things negatively influence us and can lead us to do bad things. Now, whether you subscribe to that way of thinking or not is entirely up to you. But for the sake of argument, people are advised to stray away from these things. Like the Bible says, if the eye offend thee, pluck it out. Basically saying, don't do or participate in anything. Don't look at something. Don't listen to something. Don't participate in something that is potentially harmful to the soul. So, that's that. You are not allowed to not wear your Mormon underwear once you receive it. You're encouraged to wear your temple garments, but you're not required to. If you go to the beach or something, you're not going to wear your temple garments under your bathing suit. You're going to go in your bathing suit, whether it's a bikini or a one-piece bathing suit or swimming trunks. Okay? So, that whole notion is out. You can go to the beach, you can go to a swimming pool, you can swim, you don't have to wear your temple garments to go swimming. That's just silly to insinuate that you can never take them off. Okay? And I didn't really think of any others. And we're already 7 minutes in. So if you think of any others that don't make a lot of sense, we've already covered the dancing, the laughing, the soda, and the temple garment thing. So if you can think of any others that Mormons allegedly can't do, go ahead and post it in the comments and let it be discussed. And I can even discuss it in a future video. Until next time, take it easy, everyone.